How can you explain the lack of gray area for people on the spectrum?
So, for those of us on the spectrum, there's a typical trait where we tend to take things in absolutes yes or no, black or white, all or nothing. And this can be very difficult for people who aren't autistic to understand. Life is not built out of absolutes. But one of the things those of us on the spectrum struggle with is just dealing with life on a day to day basis. You have a lot of things coming in, your filters don't allow you to filter out things that other people need to. And that results in needing the world to be behaving in predictable ways. You may have noticed a lot of people on the spectrum have interests that make things, are in things more predictable, or in things that are absolute. And so we try to interact with the world through these absolutes because when things are absolute, they're predictable. It's yes or it's no. There's not an unknown there. And so when someone presents something to us as an absolute, when someone says, I'm going to do this for you, we take it at face value because that's the way our inner processes work. We don't challenge it. We don't go, well, they said an absolute, but really maybe they meant something else. It's a lot of times an issue of faith in the person who's saying it to us. And so we go out and we expect absolutes. One of the big things for me was classes at college. When I went off to college, I knew that I'd be penalized if I was late to class at all. But the teacher could be as late as they wanted, and there was no penalty. We had to just sit and wait until maybe the 15-minute deadline where we were permitted to leave. And so I found it very frustrating that, we were given absolutes. Class starts at this time. But that absolute only applied one way, to me and not to the teacher. And so, for those of us on the spectrum, we absolve our anxiety by finding predictability in the world, things that we can count on. And absolutes are a way our mind wants to shape the world to help us deal with the uncertainties by turning whatever we can into certainty.